Well, friends, welcome to November. We're already over a week into it, and we have the final numbers for October to look at. Interesting things developing in the market. Nothing earth-shattering and significant, but something noticeable. So let's go ahead and take a look at where things stand. We'll look at the four things we normally look at: the market activity, the buyer activity, listing inventory, and interest rates. Let's start with the market overview. October of 2025 was the first month of 2025 that we did not see over 400 homes go under contract. It was a great run for 9 months. Keep in mind, in 2024, we only saw 6 months of the year that had more than 400 homes go under contract. So we have seen good buyer activity throughout this year, although it has felt really different with the amount of inventory that we had. We'll talk more about that in a moment. Year to date, we're up about 4.5% for the number of homes going under contract, and about the same in terms of total closings year to date. Median sold price up about 2.5%. Average sold price. Now, this is one of the key areas that is interesting because September and October are both consecutive months this year that we have seen the average sales price come down compared to the corresponding month year before. We are finally seeing in the data that the market is putting pressure on sellers to stay honest and true on their pricing. And so while the median home price is up, the average home price is down. We are trending at the moment up about 1.5% year to date over 2024. That could level out a little bit more as we get into the end of the year, depending on what November and December does in terms of their numbers. So average days on market about 2 months from list to under contract, and so we're still seeing extended time on market for a lot of homes in the market that we're in with all the inventory we have. Again, we'll talk more specifically about that in a moment. As we look at the 12-month window now for the number of homes going under contract, as I mentioned a minute ago, October, the first month this year, less than 400 homes. Great run we've had. Buyers are still engaged in the market, which is encouraging, even though we have a lot of inventory out there. Now, as we talked about active listing inventory, if you look at this on a 12-month window, we about 6 weeks ago pushed up over 1,700 active listings in Lubbock County, and we held there until this past weekend when we finally dropped just below 1,700 active listings in Lubbock County. We saw this declining trend November, December last year as we got towards the holiday time. It wouldn't shock me if we continue to see the listing inventory come down as buyer activity normally trails off as we get closer to the holidays as well. Interest rates, big topic of news everybody keeps talking about, and they have held pretty consistent through the month of October. In Lubbock, most lenders were right around 6%, either just a hair above or a hair below. Nationally, you saw the rates hovering about 6.25 to 6.33% for 30-year conventional loans. A lot of Lubbock's lenders are staying about 0.25% less than you see the larger national lenders. So we're a little bit spoiled in Lubbock, and we're fortunate to have some of the local lenders that are a little more aggressive on their pricing than what the national lenders are. But for nationally, the interest rate was the lowest we've seen in the past 12 months, hovering around 6.25% average through the month of October. They did fluctuate a little bit up and down, but have held pretty much in that range. Anybody's guess what the next month or two will hold, despite expectations the Fed still may have one more rate cut in them before the end of the year. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to impact interest rates significantly. So, as always, if you have any specific questions that we can help with, we're here for you. Even if you're not planning a move and you have a real estate need, you have a home project you need a referral for, you just have questions about how the market's impacted your equity position in your home, just reach out to us. Or if you have a friend or coworker that has similar questions and they don't want a high pressure sales pitch from someone, just have them reach out to us. We're here to advise you and give you the information you need to make the right decision for you. So we're always happy to help you or someone you know, however we can. As always, we appreciate you watching. We hope you have a great rest of the week, and we'll talk to you soon.